time waxed on, and by a twist of fate I met Kate. She was a very interesting conversationalist, and not just that. We could discuss many things with her, and I got much useful information from her. I am sure that I could get this information without her help, but later. She was the very link that provided me with the following knowledge. We were happy together. That time was amazing for me. I learned more and more. Even now I understand that I have no 1% of real knowledge. I could hardly realize my role in the life, only some flash in my mind showed that everything should be different. We split up with Kate later and went our separate ways. I kept on working in the police. Once I had an interesting conversation with a colleague of mine. Before describing it, I must emphasize that my city was rich, people around me lived quite serene and prosperous. But the most people in the country lived in poverty. Understatement of the century. So I don't remember the beginning of the conversation. But here it is.
You live well, you get a high salary. What more do you want?
Look, Anne, I am talking about the people that do not live in our city. We are a rare exception. Have you seen how most people live? Poverty, they cannot even buy a loaf of bread sometimes. Everything is ruined around in the country.
Do you really take care of it?
I do. And your point of view is quite clear for me. Not my circus, not my monkeys. You've made yourself comfortable. And this is how we live. Do you think that I blame somebody? You can think whatever you want. You don't even have your own thoughts. You are that what was input into you in your childhood. Mass media and other interested parties keep on filling you with what they need. You are a glass. You keep silence when it should be better to speak, and vice versa. Though speaking is nothing. One should do, not just waste his or her breath. There is only one thing you are interested in. It is money, and that's it. I can't deny it's not easy to live without it, but you've chosen to live like this. One should have enough money, without surplus. If you have more than enough, help other people who need it. Probably this is his or her money and you got it instead of this person. And do not forget that 10% of your income should be directed to someone as a help. You will lose this money anyway. By the way, some words about capital. There is a well-known saying by Thomas Joseph Dunning. Capital is said by a quarterly review to fly turbulence and strife, and to be timid, which is very true, but this is very incompletely stating the question. Capitalists choose no profit, or very small profit, just as nature was formerly said to abhor a vacuum. With adequate profit, capital is very bold. A certain 10% will ensure its employment anywhere. 20% certain will produce eagerness. 50% positive audacity. 100% will make it ready to trample on all human laws. 300%, and there is not a crime at which it will scruple, nor a risk it will not run, even to the chance of its owner being hanged. If turbulence and strife will bring a profit, it will freely encourage both. Smuggling and the slave trade have amply proved all that is here stated.